Hi there. So today another video into the advanced or hack series. So how to embed a YouTube video in GroovePages. Um, it's a pretty straightforward topic, but I have discovered that some page speed, the page speed is it actually when we are embedded YouTube in video into GroovePages, GrooveFunnel pages. So let me show you what I discovered and how to fix it. So we have actually three ways of embedding YouTube video in GroovePages. We have the Element Media YouTube part that enables you to define a single YouTube ID and you display your media. And you have the code embed. Yeah, you can also use if you want to copy and paste code from YouTube into your web page. And we have also the above, so YouTube and code embed, but with a hack that will help have a better speed page loading time for your pages. So what I found is that if we do a baseline, for example, page without any video, we get on the mobile side page speed about 71 for my page. If I add a video into the page, could be a code embed video or a YouTube video that with the plugin of GroovePage, it's down to 32. And if we going to add the hack that I will show you, actually we go back to 70. So it's basically like if the video was not there for the page speed impact actually. So the simple method, the one with the YouTube plugin from GroovePages, have a big impact on the page speed. As I said, we're going from on the mobile side from 70 to 30, and we're going on the desktop side from 96 to 88. Also, you cannot really reference an evergreen YouTube video reference link. So what I'm looking to do actually is to have always on my web page the latest video from my YouTube channel. The good point is that it's responsive. The more complex one, the one that is code embed, is more complex because you have to copy and paste the code from YouTube. Have the same impact actually on the page speed, so it's still 70 to 30 and 96 to 88. So this is the same impact, but we have more actually control over the link. So we are able to have an evergreen YouTube player that will show you always the latest video from your YouTube channel. I will show you how to do this. I'm using a small tools that may be helpful for you too. And the another problem that I have is that it's not responsive. So this is you define as actually I didn't manage to make it responsive on the designer of GroovePages, but it's possible probably, but I didn't manage to do it actually. So for me right now, it's not responsive. I will have to find another solution for it. So how to have the best of both worlds? So I have a good speed, something that is the same speed with or without a video. And if I want something evergreen or I want both, so how we can do this actually. So let's get into it. So this is my website actually. I have a baseline here, which is the one without the video. So the loading is pretty fast as usual. This has the 96 on the desktop and the 71 on the mobile. I have the second one here, which is the one with the normal video here. And when I reload it, as you will see here, the video load, but you still see a small delay. And this one has actually a 32 on mobile of page speed index and 88 on desktop. Usually this is because they are doing throttling, so they are considering that the mobile has less capacity, so that's why we see that much of a difference since we added the video here. And the final one is actually the one that is here, and this one, the small hack that was made into it actually is that when we load, at first here we see an image. Actually, it's simply a background on the player that is used, and but we delay actually the load of the video. So that's why for the page insight, actually, it's like if you come here, you will see that the index here on the mobile we have 70, which is the same as the normal version, the baseline. And on the desktop, we go back to 97, 96, which is kind of if the video was not there. And really the point is that because when I load the page here, I start reading, and actually I have a delay of 1 second or half a second to make the video appear. So it's not that much complicated, but it's for sure not as straightforward as doing simply the normal video that you want. So in my case, I add to trick the YouTube player video because actually I want to have a reference to my latest YouTube video in the channel. To do that, actually, I'm using a feature from YouTube Buddy. If you want a YouTube account, a YouTube Buddy account, actually, you can click in the link. You can find the link in the description. But what is really, really nice from this tool here, and I'm not talking about all the other stuff, but what is interesting for me, actually, it's the most recent upload embed. And as you can see here, this is actually a link to YouTube Buddy that will return the latest link of YouTube for your video. So if I copy this here and I go here and paste, you will see that it's converted to the embed link of my latest video. So my purpose here is to use this. So when I come here, for example, in the home video, the one that is with the normal player, as you can see the player here, I'm not able here to paste a link that is not a video YouTube ID. So the advantage of this one is that it's responsive, it's work well, but the disadvantage is I cannot do my evergreen homepage for the YouTube video. So the other approach was to have, for example, the code embed. So the code embed actually is hide this. The code embed element actually is this one here, but this one actually I had problem to make it responsive and having it look great on all device because of just working with resizing, and the player does not work well actually into the embed code plugin. And I also try other HTML or CSS stuff, but this interfere actually with the CSS of GroovePage. So what I end up doing actually, it's a bit tricky, but I will show you. So I will do this with you actually. So I will use the page that we saw here with the index video, which is a bad index speed on desktop and mobile. And so this is this page here, the home video page, and I will convert it so actually into a fast loading page. So for that, after we added the YouTube video, so basically we only took this YouTube player here, drag and drop it here. We go in and we select this this ID, which is from my YouTube channel. So what I can do here, and what we need actually is to go into code. So here, this is the code of the page. So I will Control A on this, copy, Control C. I will open a software like Notepad, okay, and paste the code here. The objective of this actually is to be able to find the code of the YouTube player. And actually, this, I think the best way to do it is to search for YouTube, if my memory is good. So, and you see here, I found a YouTube video GP component, and you will see here that this line here, the iframe, is the iframe from YouTube that is actually packaged for us by GroovePages. So what we want to do is we want to remove actually this this link that way, and we do Control A again to select all, Control C to copy, and we come back here into our pages, Control A again, and we Control V to paste. So we put back the code that we modified in Notepad. I go through Notepad because actually it is easier to find content in Notepad, because in this interface here is not possible. So we save. You will, if it's work, if you did it well, actually you will see that the video player have disappeared. Okay, so when this is done, actually, in order to have something that is more nice for the user to see when it's load, you can place an image here. So what I have done actually is I took one of my image, cover image of YouTube, could be anyone else, and actually what I've done, I've blurred it. So I use paint.net to actually blur the image. So if you're interested to see how to do that, I can show you a video on this. Just drop me a comment below and I will try to make a video for you. So that way, now what we have a YouTube player that is not referencing any video, and that is still showing up because we put a background color in it. So this is working. Now you will see here, we'll still have the video ID, but it is important here to copy this ID, okay, and not do the update. Because if you do the update, you will re-put the code that you remove from the manipulation that we just did. So when this is done, what we do, we go here, and I will give you two ways of actually working with this: the evergreen that you will see that you will use in TubeBuddy, and the way of doing if you just want to target a single video view2 ID. So these will be both used. The code that we copy from the YouTube video ID is, you will put it here actually. So this is a kind of a placeholder for you to put it. We will copy this code, and this code will need to be added to your page. So you will come into the page section here. I will modify this page here. So we go into edit setting, and we will here in the include in body bottom the code that we selected. This code will let us charge the video afterwards. So if I click here on save, I close this. If I save the page, if I show here, I should see it working. You see, so you see it work. So if I refresh, continue, you will see the blur image, and 1 second later the load is okay. To prove that this is working well actually on Page Insight, so for the index video, I will have to publish the site. So I will publish the site again. So the publishing of the site is completed. So now I will go into not the baseline, the index video, and we will see if it's refreshed and working well. So you see the blurred image, and after that the video load. And if I come here into the index video and I analyze again, so we are still at 33. So what we will do, I will add just an ID at the end just to force the refresh. So okay, so now I have forced the refresh because probably was hitting a cache. So adding a parameter here at the end, it forced to take the latest version from the server. So you see I'm back to 88, 68, 68, 70 are the same range actually, and the desktop is at 93. So it worked well actually. So I will leave in the comment below the description of the video, the timestamp to go around the video. I will also give you the code for the evergreen version of it. So actually this is the link from your TubeBuddy that you put in here. Or if you want only the YouTube ID here. And I will also give you the link to access to open a free account with YouTubeBuddy if you want to use this software for your personal need. So hope you enjoyed that video. Hope it's helped. If you like it, give a thumbs up. And if you want to know when I publish new video, just subscribe to the channel. We'll be more than happy to have you join our small community. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye bye.